So one of the things that I noticed in some of my sessions is that people were living in a rejection energy, literally swimming in a sea of rejection. And they had been rejected sometimes years earlier, and they just weren't recovering. They just couldn't let it go. And I thought this video was really important to make. And quite frankly, I'm really happy just having a video out there talking about this at all, because I'm hoping people see the title of this video, click on it, watch it, and say, holy crap, that was me. Because this is really serious. I mean, what you're doing to your soul is very, very serious. And only you have the power to pull yourself out of this twister that you've gotten caught in. And I think that's why I take this subject so seriously to heart, is because I feel the pain and the sadness and the energy coming from people in sessions who are suffering from this. And so one of the things that they have in common is that they are living in the past and just rehashing things over and over again. Like, I got rejected. I'm not good enough. And, I'm ugly. And just, as a result of just missing that person that they were with so much and loving that person so much that they were with, where the person that broke up with them is up here and they're down here because they rejected them, so they must not be good enough, or must be ugly, or whatever, undeserving. So I see this rejection energy that they're just swimming in. And what happens is that they adopt this belief system. Like, they actually integrate this into their belief system. It becomes their overall attitude towards themselves. And it becomes, their self-esteem is just in the toilet. Poor self-esteem, poor self-image. And they literally just flush themselves down the toilet with this belief system. It's like this experience has just been permanently stamped on their soul. They're just not recovering. They're not healing. They're staying in this and just literally rotting and festering in this energy. And, they can't shake it. So their overall view of themselves is just a product of this breakup and this rejection that they experienced from a lover. And so, after their self-esteem goes down the toilet, so does their confidence. They don't have any confidence. They don't stand up straight. They don't look people in the eye. They don't want to shine authentic light. They don't want to open up their heart to humanity and help the collective consciousness with heart-focused work. They're feeling energetically depleted. So living in that rejection energy and living in the past is literally like beating yourself up all day long with your thoughts. I've done Reiki on people before where I'll focus in on their heart, and all their other energy centers seem to actually feel pretty decent, and then I focus in on their mind, because I'm trying to focus my loving energy on their mind to try to clear out any negative thought patterns, and that's where all the darkness is, where I'm like, whoa, you got to change your thought process. You have to change your thought pattern. And if you want to do that, if your goal is to change your thought process, well, oftentimes we have to turn towards cold, hard logic and sitting there and just deciding, I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want someone that doesn't want me. I deserve better than that. Where you would literally just reverse the rejection and say, well, did he or she reject me, or did I reject them? Because I'm actually rejecting them now in my head. I'm actually saying I deserve better than this. I don't want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with me. Maybe they treated you poorly, during the breakup. Maybe they could have broken up with you in a more respectful manner, but they didn't. So you sit there and you look at it from an objective standpoint and say, nah, I don't really like the way you treated me. I don't want you back. So you reverse the rejection. You turn it around where you're like, nah, I'm going to reject them because I actually don't want them back after all. I thought I did, but I don't. And so this is where you peel yourself off of the floor and you develop something the other side absolutely loves: personal power. Personal power is very important. That's my tagline. We are all superheroes. So you develop personal power and you take back control and you ask yourself, what do I want? What do I need? It ain't her or it ain't him. Nope. I need more than that. I need someone who's head over heels in love with me. I need more than that. I want more than that. And so what you're doing is you're coming from a position of self-love. And also like self-protection, because you're protecting yourself from negative thought patterns, which you can negatively respond to emotionally and flush yourself down the toilet with your thought pattern. So, that's why self-love and self-protection, it's really important to be gentle with yourself and protect your precious heart and know that you're not made of stone and that your heart is responding to your thought process all day long, which is why I'm trying to like pull you guys out of this twister of rejection. Just people dwelling on that pain, just being so used to being sad that just becomes part of who you are. And that just it's just the dark trying to pull you down. It's not part of who you are. It's just the dark trying to pull your soul down, trying to lower your vibration so the dark can influence you. So give the dark the middle finger and tell that rejection energy to take a hike and blow that twister away from you, because no one else can pull you out of it. Only you can pull yourself out of it. Another thing that will help you guys is to stay positive and optimistic about the future. How can you do that? Manifest their replacement. Now, like I said, the other side, I've said this in previous videos, the other side is very good on self-reliance. They like us to give ourselves love first and foremost, but they also don't expect us to be lonely and single for the rest of our lives. Manifest their replacement. Put your order in. Say, okay, I'm going to write down a list of what I want in a romantic partner. And you're going to manifest their replacement. And trust that the universe will bring them onto your path. And then you can stay optimistic and hopeful for a brighter future. And know that it doesn't mean that you're, meant to be alone for the rest of your life. That's another part of the rejection energy, is this person that rejected you is the be-all, end-all of human existence. You wanted them and them only. As far as you're concerned, they are the only other person that exists in this world. Not true. Not true. Your angels can see all aspects of your soul. They know who's perfect for you and who's not. They know who's perfect for you. They can bring the perfect man or woman onto your path at the right time when you guys are energetically ready for each other. They know what they're doing. You throw the ball in their court. Put your order in. Say, this is what I want. And expect to get it. Expect to get it. Personal power, right? Personal power. I'm going to grab the bull by the horns and tell the universe what I want. And I'm going to manifest it. And I'm going to manifest it with my positivity. And then that also relates to my We Are All Pollyannas video. Let's all be Pollyannas. That video. Actually, I'll include a link to that in the description box below this one so you guys can watch that if you want. Because that's good for manifesting. So, good to keep in mind. Manifest their replacement. But, at the end of the day, what you guys have to do is you have to decide that you don't want to be sad anymore. You literally have to decide, because nobody else can pull you out of this. So we command universal energies via our free will decisions, and you guys need to make the free will decision that you're sick of swimming in the sea of rejection. You have to decide. You have free will, realize you deserve better, and decide to let go of the past. And hey, maybe that requires forgiveness. Maybe you enjoy being angry at the person, or you enjoy being bitter. And you just wake up one morning and say, I'm sick and tired of being angry. I'm sick and tired of being sad. I'm so tired of being sad. Just want to be happy. I forgive them. Okay, I let go of the past. I forgive them. Okay. I'm letting it go so that I can move on and heal. And so that's when you focus on being gentle with yourself, and then the self-love and the healing can happen. And I think that's why it just feels like such a stagnant energy with regards to healing, because that, rejection that you're just living in, that energy that you're just living in every day for years, prevents you from being able to heal and move forward and finding their replacement, attracting their replacement to you by shining authentic light, looking people in the eye, smiling, learning to laugh again, find your personality again. Maybe you lost some of your personality because you're just so sad. So all these things affect your soul deeply. You're not made of stone. You are, flesh and bone. So be gentle with yourself. And part of being gentle with yourself is paying really close attention to what you're thinking about throughout the day. What are you focused on? What are you thinking about? Don't criticize yourself. And don't adopt your ex's attitude towards you. Because that's basically what you're doing, is you're integrating their rejection into your belief system about yourself. So you're adopting their attitude towards you. You need to push that away and say, no, my attitude towards myself is that I'm the faux shizzle Saint Nizzle. And you deserve somebody amazing who loves you. So last but not least, once you make this decision to move on and let go of the past, I need you guys to make another decision. I need you guys to decide not to check their social media, because that's going to flush you down the toilet again if you do. This is the enemy of the other side when it comes to breakups. I'm not going to lie. There are positives and negatives to social media. So the other side isn't giving social media a complete thumbs down or anything, because it has its benefits. Hey, I get to, see cute photos of my niece in Tokyo. But they're giving it a thumbs down when it comes to breakups. Social media, when it comes to breakups, drives the other side nuts. For the reason that I just talked about, healing. It prevents people from being able to move on and heal. Don't check their social media. You don't need to know how much better their life is than yours. You don't need to know that they went to a party last night and were drinking with a bunch of people. You don't need to know that. You don't need to sit there and be like, oh, they're up there and I'm down here and their level of existence is so much better than mine. You don't check. Don't look. Self-discipline, self-love, self-protection. Curiosity killed the cat. Now, are you going to be tempted? Yes. Is it like a battle you're going to have to fight every day? Yes. Ignorance is bliss, guys. Ignorance is bliss. Don't check their social media. You'll regret it. And if you do get caught in that cycle of checking their social media, it's like masochism. Literally, it becomes like a form of masochism because you're only hurting yourself. Self-protection. Not looking at their social media is a form of self-protection. So stay away. Stay away. Ignorance is bliss. So check yourself before you wreck yourself. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share. I was pretty excited to even make a video about this because it's just so important. I'm hoping that, people perusing YouTube run into this, deliberately, on accident, whatever, because this is a really, really important message for you guys. We've all been rejected. We've all been there. And the only person that can pull you out of the rejection is you. So demonstrate that personal power, because we are all superheroes. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.